much for the good work you've been doing. I saw the slides. You've been doing some great works. Thank you. My question is, every area has a different level of economic potential. So if you pick an area like the road leading to Amanex Company Limited, barrier traffic light through Botiano, Aplaku to Kokrobite, that stretch. Yeah, that stretch. There are lots of beaches. There's a fisher folk. There's fishing business. There are hotels, beach resorts, restaurants. Amanex is there. Ghana's Club 100. He's part of it. He's number 4. He's one of the biggest employers. Huge economic potential. Now, when we were going through your slides, we could see that some areas have their roads being fixed. And that corridor I just mentioned, barrier traffic light to Kokrobite, that stretch is not being worked on. My question is, what goes into deciding that this place is critical and urgent and that we should fix it, and that this place is not too important, we should wait? What kind of calculations and metrics and decisions go into that?
Thank you very much for the question. From barrier traffic through Aplaku, Botiano to Tuba Junction. Yes. As a municipal chief executive, myself and my workers in the assembly, my team management, decided that we are even going to have a meeting with these people around that particular stretch. That is the beaches, the hoteliers, then the other business people around that particular area will meet and have a serious engagement and see what we can do for them and what they can also do for us to form what we call a symbiotic relationship where everybody stands to benefit from each other. Like I told you the other time, as for the road from Aplaku, barrier through Aplaku to Tuba Junction, it has been packaged and given out for a contractor to come in and work on it, and waiting for commencement authorization to be signed by the Minister of Finance. It's not as if that place is neglected like that. But once it's a whole package that has been given to a contractor, it will be difficult to bring another person to come and work on that route. And that is why that route, it looks as if nothing is going on, apart from what the assembly is doing, the grading on the road to make it more travel for our people. But I'm assuring you that very soon the contractor will come when the Minister of Finance signed the letter of commencement authorization. The other areas too needs it, because of the level of flood and all those things in those areas. Once we put those drains there, it at least minimizes the level of flooding in that area. We are thinking about everybody. Amanes will soon get his share. He will soon get his share because he needs that road so that he can transport his waste to the market. So we'll look at that. Our next consignment of the roads that will be lobbying from the central government to be constructed. Those ones, the local assembly cannot push their money into constructing drains and roads for now, because the whole assembly, our revenue is about 5 million Ghana cedis. 5 million Ghana cedis cannot construct this road that we are talking of. I hope you get it. And the drains alone will squander all, consume every money. And look at the municipality, very huge. And the challenges that our people are facing. At least we need to use it to solve one or two problems. You see, my boss, the give me man, so I called you. He just did some small research here. How many of us, business owners here, pay our BOT? and he had only 3 people raising their hands. So this money from the 3 people cannot solve the problem of 1,000 people. Do you understand? But if all of us contribute small, at least we will get it in a larger amount to be able to solve bigger challenges that our people face. So I think I'll end there since we don't want to talk, please.
Thank you so much, Honorable MC. Dr. Daddy, I enjoyed your presentation. I like the passion. Quick question. Most business owners are scared of tax. When it comes to tax, it scares them because it affects the bottom line, their net profit. We've heard of tax avoidance and tax evasion. Either of it has its own implications. My question is, how do business owners explore various tax planning strategies, legitimate tax planning strategies, in order to reduce their tax burden without flouting the law?
All right, thank you very much. That's a good question. Reducing your tax burden without flouting the law. That's what we call tax avoidance. So you use legitimate means to reduce the burden of tax. But once you refuse to pay the tax, it's tax evasion. That's a criminal offense. So for you to avoid tax, where you don't sit down for people to look at your face, your building and everything, then they slap any amount on you as tax to pay. Keep records. When you are keeping records, you don't have to talk. The records will speak for itself. One, the record will show how much you brought in, and the record will show how much we spent. At the end of the day, your bottom line will be clear. Government knows that businesses must grow. So there is a percentage of the profit. Why the percentage of the profit? You just mentioned road. And you mentioned Amanesh. Amanesh needs the road, but Amanesh cannot construct the road. It is government who construct the road, so Amanesh can do business comfortably to expand. So that small portion of your profit going to the government, small, that's why it's put together to construct the road we are talking about. But if you don't keep record, one, government doesn't even know your legitimate tax, the true tax you are supposed to pay. Either you are cheating government or government is cheating you. But in most cases, government may cheat you. So to avoid tax or minimize your tax burden, keep records and let your records speak for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Please, audience, distinguished business people, over to you. Anybody with questions? I realize that over the past 2 days, the gentlemen have been asking questions more than the ladies. We want to ensure gender balance. So please, today, we want to see more ladies asking questions.
I'm from the police. I have been in the community for almost like a year, 2.5. From Barrier to Kokrobite. You don't see any police barrier or anywhere from Kokrobite barrier to this place. The only place that you can see it as the Kokrobite opposite police station. I don't know. I'm asking. The rest, we are not part of the campus, so that you have only the Kokrobite people that they have to enjoy it. Because sometimes when you are walking or when you are driving midnight from Barrier to this place, you know, we are living in a community where the Okada and the motos are free range and then nothing. You don't know what happens. So please, I want to ask something. And then my brother too. You know, the account software and other account is, you know, the paying tax in the community or in the Ghana here, you have the macro business apprentice. Like the Into Sarah, the Pepper Sarah, the Toronto Sarah. That woman, She doesn't have that account background that you were sharing over here. So what are you going to do? Or teach? Because the training that we have over here, I have not seen, basically, this basically is for them. We, those who have over here, have some, those who have the big businesses are few. But those who have the small business are much bigger than those who have this one. What are you going to do, or what information that you have that you can do, that you can use to help those the markets? Amen. Thank you.
Hello? 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 Yes, so I want to attempt this question. His question is, from barrier to Kokrobite, not so. There's a barrier in front of the police station. Why is it that it's not along the road? What I would say is that, in fact, some years back, I don't know, those of you who have been here for some time now, you realize that when you are from London Bar, from the barrier, you come forward a bit, London Bar, where that fueling station is, there's a snap check. In fact, during the Christmas times, before Christmas, that is when we have the peak of criminals, invading houses and then committing offenses just to get some coins to spend the Xmas. That one, we have barriers at those places. We have barriers at those places in the evening, right? So you see officers around the area. Now, coming down to King's University also, I think some time ago there was something of that sort that we see. And then the barrier here, we also have it. All boils up to our resources. Our resources are inadequate. And we will not be able to provide men at all those checkpoints. So at a point in time, when it's time for Christmas, we draw people from other areas, officers, to come and join us. But if our resources is not enough, we break some of those snap checkpoints because of the nature of our duties. So if you ask me, that is what I would say for now. Yes. Whilst we do patrols, for some years back, we were not having a vehicle. But God will be good. For now, we have at least one patrol vehicle that will take us around. Just one patrol vehicle. And we also have a motorbike that we also use to beef up what we have on the ground. Frankly speaking, it's very difficult either way, but we are just managing to see how best we can go about it, just to reduce the crime. So that is what I can say for now in terms of barriers along the stretch. If we have manpower, more men, why not? We can still put them at those places. So that is it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Before I respond to the question, let me chip in something for the police. And our honorable MC is here. Business owners are here. Please, our police station is woefully under-resourced. So we, within the community, let's come together to support the station. Because it's becoming too burdensome. We have to visit the commander. You look at his office and look at the condition. The police station is in container. I don't know if you notice. There's a small building being put up there. It's not completed. The commander's office is, I think, a wooden structure, if I'm not mistaken. So I will plead that as a community, let's come together and see what we can do to upgrade our police station. And also motivate the police officers. We don't have to go there when we have problems. Let's engage them and also come together in our own way, either together or individually, to support the police station and the officers. Thank you very much. To the question, the small business, pepper seller, and so how do you keep these records I'm talking? That's very true. That's very true. But it's a culture we have to build as a nation. And it's good our brother, Reverend, is organizing this. Some people are not even, pardon my language, educated. They cannot write. They cannot read. But record keeping is necessary. So the good thing is, in accounting as a profession, we have stages of accounting. Anybody who is done accounting at JHS or secondary school will show you how to keep single notes, single records. Or we have something called single entry and double entry. The single entry is like, I've gone to the market today. I sold this much. So you write sales, you write the money there. I use this money to buy this bucket or olonka of pepper. Just write it. So you use this accounting student in school. Some accounting firms even come to the lowest level. Just sacrifice some small fee to get somebody to guide you. So you're able to keep the record in your own way. And I keep saying, people keep things in their head. For example, the market woman, the husband, the boyfriend offends her, she'll never forget. She'll keep it and work with it, like vice versa. So that record you have in your mind is what we want you to put on. So get somebody to help you. So accounts guys are all over helping small businesses. I was also doing that when I was in school. Now, I would suggest that we have a workshop for businesses who teach you how to keep these simple records. Today is just a 30-minute presentation. It's not enough to take you. So at another opportunity, we'll bring all business people within the community. We'll do a workshop for you. We'll show you, bring your notebook. If you know computer, bring your Excel. If you can use your mobile phone, just bring. We'll teach you how to keep simple accounting records to start with. Thank you very much.
Okay, so the next question, please. A lady. Hey, so far, no lady has asked the question, though. This is serious. First, day, no lady asked a question. Second, day, no lady.
Please, I am sorry, I'm back for the MC. Upon all this investment that we are talking about, I always look at the challenge that we all face in our country here. First of all, since yesterday, that's today, 3 p.m. or 3:30 p.m. that our lights go off. As at now. AM. That lights go off. As at now, as you are talking, there's no light. So in this problem that we are facing, how can we, the young business internet, can run a business to get a profit to also help the government?
Sorry, I would like to take this on behalf of Honorable. We are privileged to have a reliable person in the community that connects directly with the light issues. So the information we have now is that there's a fault in our line that they have been trying to trace as of now. They trace it up to a point where the light is terminating. The light must travel from the source to our community. But it's not here, and they have no idea where the truncation is. So they've established up to the point where the light gets to. So now from there to our zone community, they are tracking it. They are still tracing it. When they find it, they will do this thing. It's like having a cable underground. When something is cut somewhere, you will not know where exactly until you track it through. I think that's the information we've gotten. Now, on business, these are what we call exogenous factors that businesses must also plan to manage. There's something we call risk management. Government is to provide electricity. Good. This program today, we needed electricity, but we don't have. That's why I believe the ACs are not working. But you can see the fallback situation. I hope you could see the fallback. Generator is running. We call it risk management. Are we getting it? So businesses must also learn how to establish disaster recovery plan. Should things go, or backup plan, things don't go the way you expect, you don't die. Are we getting it? You go home, you don't have money, you don't have anything to eat. Will you go to the cemetery? Will you go to the cemetery? You will survive, isn't it? It's a risk everybody should manage. So I said, I don't know if MC.
Thank you very much, and I'll just add something small to it. This is something that is not planned and it has happened. And in life, even human beings, you'll be healthy, but a moment, you become very weak, you can't do anything. And there are machines that continuously working since the time that they were installed. definitely they will get to a point where wear and tear will occur. And when that occurs, definitely we'll be having issues. That is why when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama took office, he procured some new transformers that will use to change over the old ones. There are areas where the capacity is even low, and a lot of people have also connected to it, some illegally, others legally. And at least there are issues that we are handling to make sure that at least this back and forth thing is solved. But this particular one he mentioned, I think that is the information I also have. And it's as a result of it. That is why some portions of the this particular enclave, we don't have light. But I'm sure by tomorrow, once they identify where the cutoff is, they will rectify it so that we'll get a light. As for the businesses, like he said, we planned, but other natural occurrences can occur, and then you face those things. But there are unavoidable instances where those things will happen. But we need to also plan towards that, like he's saying, as a business person. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable. Please, your name and then your question.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Jonathan. Want to use the opportunity to ask my MC this question. It's something that has been bothering me, and I've been thinking about it over and over. In public sector economies, we have something we call political equilibrium, where public goods and public demands conflict. But at the end of the day, it brings about political costs. Either it will cost you politically or it will benefit you. Now we know that many people in Ghana are not paying tax, as my doctor was saying. And it's true. But we also need development. We need our society to progress. We need our roads to be fixed. So like an MC in our municipality, what are the strategies that you think we can use to collect tax? The hairdresser who is doing small salon by my house can pay some tax to the government. But going to the GRA or working out the tax to go and pay in an office somewhere will be very difficult. So to summarize my question, my dear MC, as a government representative, what do you think we can do to collect taxes so that at least we can boost up our development in this country? Thank you.
Thank you very much. As an assembly, the assembly is able to do all the things that we are all calling on assembly to do based on the revenue that we get. So when I took office, my predecessor was able to mobilize 5.4 million Ghana cedis. And then when I came, I projected it to 6.4, that I should be able to get the revenue more than what my predecessor had. Unfortunately, I couldn't achieve that target last year. And there were a number of reasons. Some people think when they pay the money to the revenue officers coming around for the money, some of them balance the money. And the money never gets to the assembly. So what did we do? We introduced what we call scan and pay. And then we also added the USSD short code. So if you have the Android phone, you can scan a portion of the bill given to you. Then you go through the process and pay. Without giving money to a human being, the money goes straight to the account of the assembly, and we see it on the dashboard. If you use the USSD code also, once you dial the code star something 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 hash and you send, like how we do our Momo or whatever transaction, it will give you a prompt. What are you paying for? BOP or property rate or whatever. You choose what you want. You go to the next stage until you enter the amount and then you pay. The money comes straight to us. In doing that, this particular year, we are in May, and at least we have gotten about 43% of our target of 6.4 million. So we know that at least it's about education. Every now and then, the Information Service Department in the district, we give them the resources to be able to go around, announce and tell people the process of paying and why they need to pay. And once the people know that their monies paid to the assembly is being used for some specific projects, then they are ready to pay. As a municipal chief executive, when I assumed office, I met a number of the landlord associations and some youth groups. In meeting them, after listening to whatever they said they want the assembly to do for them, I also used the opportunity to tell them why they also need to pay their property rate, their business operating permit, and other rates. Once we get the money, we are able to solve those challenges that they face. And let me tell you, a number of people now comes in to do their building permits because of the dispensation I gave out. And then a number of people are also now paying willingly by themselves using the system that we have. And I'm telling you, my brother, if I'm able to achieve this 6.4 million target I set for myself, I'm going to set another target and make sure that I achieve it. Thank you.
Sorry, on tax, since I presented on tax, let me add something.
I didn't talk about tax because assembly, we don't collect tax. Do you understand? And once we have a specialist here, he will delve into it.
Thank you very much. Yes, you said it right, and I think my colleague said the Ghanaian economy is so informal that government is not able to rake in the needed tax. The mason that comes to lay blocks, the plumber that comes to fix your water system, the electrician, they all don't pay tax. The market woman who sells tomato and others, they don't pay tax. So the discussion, I think I was having this discussion last month with a senior colleague, that we have to start formalizing our economy. And formalization of the economy, this is what it is. Do you all know of a store called Super Save?
Yes.
Super Save is at Tetegu. How many of you went there, shop there before? Okay, good. Just go there. Are you aware that watermelon there is cheaper than the watermelon on the street? The tomato you buy at Super Save is cheaper than the tomato you buy in Mala Market and even by the road. So they say we should formalize the economy where we create similar enterprises, shops, formal shop that will have hygiene associated with the food and go down to the farmers to buy. So those small things, you go to the shop to buy. Super Save will be paying tax on tomato, on watermelon, on mango, and others. But when the same mango, watermelon being sold in Mala Market, the woman wouldn't pay tax. And they are even selling it cheaper because they go to the source. So the market women can go to these shops and even buy to go and sell in their community small. And when they buy, the sales that will be made by these shops, government can get some tax. Are we getting it? So this is how we should solve it. Then the artisan, they say we should formalize it. So there should be a cooperative, a union. If you don't belong to that union, you cannot be a mason. You cannot be a fitter. You have to be licensed. And through the licensing, government will take money. But here we are, what do you say? Anybody can come up, I'm a mason, I'm a plumber, and all. So we should start formalizing the economy. So MC, maybe we can start in our own way in the assembly and see how we can formalize our economy to bring prices down, quality, neat, and encourage people to patronize, shop right, all these things. That's how we use to. Those are the tools we use to formalize and get tax for the government. Thank you very much.
You see the market at Tuba, closer to Division. That market, you see the fresh tomatoes that we harvest from our irrigation farmers. When they harvest, people move from far and near to come and buy it and send it. Now they will not pick the tomatoes from the farm. All the tomatoes we brought to the market, so that we now, at least all these years, the tomato that they've been picking from the farm and sending, the assembly doesn't get anything from it. But now from there, it will come to the market. Come and buy from the market. We'll get something on it. Then you also send it. At least those monies will not go waste. We'll get it and bring it. We've cut sod for the construction of a market here in Chokome. And there's a store a bit as a result of the model that we initially brought to come and construct, where people in the community, the MP said that no, they don't want that model, but they want a different model. So we have to design the structure again before the contractor can come to site. I'm sure by next week, the drawing will be ready, and then the contractor will come to site. The purpose is our fisher folks go to harvest the fish. When they come, people come to buy it. Then they use the sea, send it to different places and go and sell. Others bring cars and buy. Now that market will be a place where the fishes will be brought there for people to come and buy. We will get some revenue also there to help in developing the community and the municipality. Thank you.
Thank you. It can be a question or suggestion, because I think that I know about some years ago, the revenue for the district assembly was 4 million Ghana cedis. So we thank God that now it's 6 million cedis. But looking at an assembly of a municipal assembly of about 400 getting to 500 million population.
No, 500,000.
500,000, sorry.
Actually,
Half a million, yes. Thank you. And such a revenue, I think, is too low. Too low. So, if we can generate enough revenue, then it means that our MCE need to be very strong. Whether you enjoy for maybe a few years and do the right thing, or you also, you maintain as it is. Because if we have problem with our roads, everybody will say that, have you informed the assembly? Even look at our roads. We do a lot of exports. Last time, our container, 4-footer container, going to Liberia is somersault on the road. Machines that is coming, also the same thing. 3 containers has fell down flat on this road. Now, if we are doing export by road, the trailer is very tall. And the trailer cannot use this road. So they have to park at the main road. They have to park at the main road for about 2 days, 3 days, because we have to be loading them gradually. 2 weeks ago, our vehicles were locked up. We cannot even access the road. And all those who are coming, what is the assembly, what are they doing? So I believe that if you can be much tougher on your revenue officers, because I can see just few people in that car. taking revenue from about 400 and something thousand people, I think they cannot do enough. We have looked at buildings that we have within our municipality. How many of them they are paying property rates? Look at the signboards. So it's like those of us who have registered with the assembly paying our property rate every month, and our signboard, that small signboard, the assembly charged me 1,800. I want to even remove it from that place. You see, so look at number of signboards, number of properties, number of small businesses. All of them, they are making noise that we need roast, we need this, we need that. And they are not paying anything at all. So what is the assembly doing so that we can get enough revenue for you also to support our road network? Thank you.
Thank you very much. In fact, when you look at my demeanor and think I'm a weak person, you might be mistaken.
Yeah, please.
No,
sorry.
I'm just saying.
Another question also is that what mechanism have you put in place to monitor all these houses so that they can pay their proper? Is there any software to monitor them? Because there are easy ways of doing things. Is there any software that is monitoring?
Okay, thank you very much. I'll start from the last one. When we print the bill, this is the current dispensation. When the bills are printed, messages are even sent to the owners before the hard copy is sent to them. When the revenue officer delivers the revenue, the bill to the bill payer, we have a software where the person click on his tab or her tab that delivered to that particular, and it shows on our system. If a bill given to you is not delivered, we will see it. Then we'll question you, why didn't you deliver it? When the person pays, we'll get the information on our dashboard that the person has paid. The Momo money, even we get a prompt on our phones. They will know that this person has paid. That is the current dispensation. Now, what we are doing again is that we have also increased the number of the revenue collectors. In fact, the whole municipality is divided into blocks. And each block is given to a revenue collector. Another block is given to a revenue collector. So we have a number of them. The vehicle that you see that people are in it probably is transporting them to a distance. There are others who don't even board that vehicle, but they are also collecting their revenue. No. Like I said, they will pay through the system. It was when the USSD code was not introduced, and others were having challenge with the scan and pay because they were not having Android and all those things, that we attach a little bit of the what we call some receipt to it. Do you understand? And that receipt, currently as we speak, we don't use it again because of the introduction of the USSD course. And let me tell you, with my task force that I use, they are the development task force, those who go around, stop work, produce your permit and all those things. I've put them in a special dispensation, and they are working very hard this time. Those days, the take-home was not good. So because of that, when they get to the bush and they catch the meat, they smuggle it to their homes instead of bringing it to the assembly. I hope you understand. But now, because the take-home is good, they work very hard to make sure that the assembly gets it. And the more we get, the more you also get. And now they are happy. And initially, when I introduced this, some people were not happy. But 3 days ago, they came to my office and said that we are happy that you introduced that to our development task force. We are using different means of doing things. And like I started in my initial comment, my outlook, people may think that I'm a cool person, so I cannot do action. That you may be mistaken. Like I said, I grew from the north. If you are not a tough person, you can't live there. Yes, so I'm a very tough person. But you see, the religion has also come us a bit. And we thank God for that. We thank God for that. And we are saying that all of us seated here having the small businesses, if we actually contribute that small amounts into the kitty, it becomes very huge for us, for all of us to benefit from it. Please don't uproot your how do you call it, your signboard. If you do that, the assembly will lose revenue. So next year, like I said, we'll be looking at your road too. If we get the needed allocation from the central government, we will push some.
Thank you very much. Honorable MC, I think we also have to educate ourselves a bit so people can manage their expectations. For example, asking assemblies to construct roads. Our MC mentioned that even the money, the revenue for the district for the year, 5 million, cannot do the road, which is true. And the question is, how do we raise money? But I want to share that our road, I think it's an urban road, right? This one, for example, is an urban road, so definitely out of your scope. What they can do is what we see, grading and others to support us. Maybe inter-community roads like from the junction to Amanes and others, assembly can help us do that. But bottom line, revenue generation for the assembly is a problem across the country. So the other aspect of me, I'm the director of National Account, Ghana. So I was going through my phone to see the accounts for the country. My work is to prepare financial statement for Ghana. Every CD we make and every CD we spend, I prepare the financial statement for the country and I give it to the Auditor General for auditing. So I just check how much money we made as a country for 2025 and how much assemblies, 261 of them contributed. There are 261 assemblies, the whole Ghana. Their money was not up to 1 billion per account. And Ghana, we have over 500 billion revenue. Out of the assemblies, 261, when you put all their monies together, it's not even 1 billion, it's 900 and something million. So if you are expecting assemblies to do road, it will be a tall order. The money central government gave to assemblies is 6 billion. More than how many times? 6 times what the assemblies together generated. So it's one way to have an expectation from the assembly, the other way to solve. Now, going forward, let's use this forum to establish relationship with the assemblies. We can confirm we are not paying business operating permits. We are not paying property rate as expected. So let's establish relationship. I think I was with the MCE. The thinking is, as a community, let's work with the assembly. So all those who have properties can at least pay something to the assembly. And in return, the assembly can also reach out to us for those small things. Look at the MCEs leaving everything to be part of us in the community this night. So it's a goodwill that we should also reciprocate. So MCE, let's work together beyond this to engage landlords. So the little we can also contribute by real property rate, business operating profits, and all those small money to support the assembly, to announce in the country that our assembly is the highest revenue generator. That will be proud of us. We will be proud of that, and the assembly can also reach out to us in these small ways. Thank you very much.